What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans? Welcome to TSR Sports, a very impromptu Sunday night stream. I'm not even really fully ready for this. I don't know all the details, but De'Aaron Fox is coming to the San Antonio Spurs. What a shocking weekend. First, we get the trade of all trades, Luka Doncic going to the Lakers for Anthony Davis. I'm pretty sure nobody had that one on their, I'm pretty sure nobody was ready for that one. Which I'm at a loss for words. I don't know what we've traded for De'Aaron Fox. I saw something in the chat about Zach Collins being traded. Did he actually take? I don't know the details, guys. I'm just finding this out from you guys as well. Thank you to Cowboy X Factor, Biscuit Bunny. Oh, did you send me the details? You just sent me the details. All right, we're getting the details. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to TSR Sports. I'm a huge Spurs fan, and this is crazy news. I saw Stephon Castle in the chat. Stephon Castle better not be part of the trade. I will not be happy. All right, we're getting it now. All right, the Spurs receive De'Aaron Fox, Jordan McLaughlin. The Kings get Zach LaVine. City Sissoko. 3 first-round picks. The 2025 Charlotte. Okay, that's good. That pick is not going to convey the Hornets suck. They can have that one, right? The 2027 Spurs pick, we're expecting to be a championship caliber team by that time, or at least a perennial playoff team. So that pick should be 20 or worse. We're hoping. Okay, I'm okay with that. Well, the 2031 Minnesota pick. Okay. Plus 3 second-round picks, 2025 Chicago, 2028 Denver, 2028 own back. Okay. All right. So far, this doesn't sound terrible. The Bulls receive Zach Collins. And it's true. We are fine with Zach Collins. Zach, I love you, man. Good luck to you in Chicago. Zach Collins. Woo! All right. So Zach Collins is gone. All right. What else we got going on here? Let me zoom in so I can read this. The Bulls get Zach Collins, Trey Jones. Best of luck to you, Dre. Thank you. You know, Zach Collins, Trey Jones, City Sissoko, once a Spur, always a Spur. Thank you for your time here. Wish you best of luck. All joking aside, wherever, for the rest of your NBA career. Kevin Huerter and the Bulls get back their own 2025 pick from the Spurs. So that pick that's top 10 protected this year, top 8 protected next year, is going back to the Bulls. Guys, I wasn't big on this De'Aaron Fox trade. I think we did good. Let me, let me go to this screen. Oh gosh. I'm going to go ahead and pull up Twitter because that has the full details. I just got that from Phil. So thank you, Biscuit Buddy, and Cowboy X Factor too. I know I'm missing a lot of stuff in the chat right now. But obviously it's all right, there we go. We got it here. Can we zoom in on that at all? Yes, let's zoom in. Apparently I can't zoom in on that. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to capture it right now. This is guerrilla warfare, doing this on the fly, guys, so my apologies. That's not what we want. All right, there's the full trade details. That's not going to work. All right, can I zoom this in? I do a lot of zooming here. All right, lots of editing on the fly. All right, there you go. There it is. There's the full trade. Lock it. Sorry, Shams, you're getting covered up by TSR Sports. There you go, guys. Wow. Yodi, are you happy? I just hope doesn't mean Stephen Castle's, not going to get playing time. But I got to Trey Jones being gone. Okay, I got to stop and slow down. My mind is running a mile a minute right now. Let's start talking to the chat. Good evening, Lego NBA fan, Paul, Royce, the Copley, Sugar Ball, Sugar B, Jacob, Gabriel. Hey, you know what? Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. It does help the channel, and we got a lot to talk about. Look at that. This is actually, I'm okay with this trade. I don't know about Jordan McLaughlin. Carlos, good evening, my friend. Thank you for stopping in. I think Castle's still going to get plenty of playing time. And this, let's look at this as a positive. He's going to get to play with Chris Paul still and learn from Darren Fox. That's probably a win-win. Maybe CP3 is going to get traded. Maybe. I don't know. This could have gone better with kept Devin, Kelman. You know what? No, keeping Kelman, Devin, and Jeremy, that is good. Who is Jordan McLaughlin? Area 51? Damn good question. Um, Jordan McLaughlin, I don't know a lot about him. I don't want to pull this off the screen because I'll lose the. This is really good, guys. This is a good trade. I was very skeptical. Giving up a first round pick that would absolutely not come. We'll go over the trade again. For those just coming in, who clutch Corey good even. I'm missing a lot of guys here. Let's go over this again. Now what Switchblade? The trade has opened up playing time for Blake. That's a good point. Touche. All right, so let's go over the trade again. It is on the screen. The full trade again. I can't actually believe I'm reading this, but this is actually pretty good. The Spurs get De'Aaron Fox, who sounded like he wanted to come here, and Jordan McLaughlin, which I'm drawing a blank what he does. I don't know what he is. Is he a forward? Is he a guard? I'm drawing a blank. Hell yeah, exactly. The Kings are going to get Zach LaVine. So Zach LaVine off the Bulls. So the Bulls are going to be probably pretty bad this year. We'll get to that in just a moment. City Sissoko. So City, thank you for your time here. And then you get 3 first-round picks. Now, a lot of you were saying those 3 first-round picks. Did I just repeat myself? I may have. The Kings get Zach LaVine, City Sissoko, 3 first-round picks. They get that 2025. I'm excited. I'm sorry. They get the 2025 Charlotte Hornets pick that will not convey. The Hornets are terrible. That is lottery protected. That's going to roll over to 2 second-rounders next year. So cross that off actually as a first-round pick. The Spurs gave up their 2027 own pick, which we're hoping and should be number 20 or later. Hopefully it's number 30 and the Spurs are NBA champions in 2027, right? So the pick from us, and then that 2031 Minnesota pick. So essentially 2 first rounders and 5 second rounders, because that Charlotte pick is going to turn into 2 second rounders. I think we did good, right? Is this an A plus? This has got to be an A plus, right? So the starting lineup, I've got to think, is going to be De'Aaron Fox, Devin Vassell, assuming Jeremy Sohan's going to be back in the starting lineup, Harrison Barnes and Victor Wembanyama. CP3, it's got to be coming off the bench, or he's getting moved. That could also happen. And then the Bulls, let's not forget about Chicago. The Bulls receive Zach Collins. Guys, we moved Zach Collins. I was thinking in the hypothetical trade, better first round picks than this that we've seen hypotheticals on. My brain is running a mile a minute. I'm sorry, but 3 better first round picks than this, plus Zach Collins and Keldon Johnson or Devin Vassell. I mean, the Bulls are getting Zach Collins, Trey Jones, Kevin Huerter, and their own 2025 pick back. All right, so there's a third first. All right, so that's actually a legit third first rounder. So let me back that up. So we did trade 3 first rounders. Not counting the Charlotte pick. That's a wash. Our own pick in 27, the 2031 pick with Minnie, the 2025 Bulls pick, which will now be a lottery pick because the Bulls are going to fall apart, I would assume. And then what'll be 5 second rounders. Deadly SXX. Is this one of the best recent trade deadlines besides Katie and Kyrie one from a few years ago? Yes. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Thank you to both of you that super chatted tonight. This is a crazy trade season. Last night's trade, at a little after midnight, probably the biggest trade I've ever seen in my lifetime when it comes to basketball. But now this trade for the Spurs. This is great. Switchblade, thank you for the $2 super chat. Says Spurs keep CP3. He's not getting moved. We need vets. Actually with Trey Jones being moved, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, James, this is real. This is from Shams. This is from Shams. This is definitely S tier. Yes, this is not just an A. This is an S. Fox might play he's too small for the 3P2. Could he play the 3? I'm sorry, the 2? Could he play at the shooting guard spot and being kind of a combo guard and CP3 starts? Could the Spurs move on from Devin Vassell? The trade season is not over yet. You doing a happy dance? You know what? Yodi was skeptical about this, but he's kind of happy too. He's going to do a little happy dance. Also, let's not forget while we're talking here, guys, we have the Atlanta Hawks unprotected first round pick this year. The Atlanta Hawks have lost 8 in a row since losing Jalen Johnson. So we're not going to be we're probably going to make the playoffs now. I'm going to go ahead and say it. This is going to turn our season around. Probably going to make the playoffs. So we're going to fall out of the lottery. So if Atlanta ends up being horrible and we get a top pick, yeah, what's up? LFG indeed. If we end up getting a top pick, this is going to be crazy. Now we need a backup center, and our journey towards the dark side will be complete. I'm excited. I'm sorry if I was all over the place at the start of the stream. I was not expecting to go live. I was working on comic books. That's why I'm wearing my workout gear. I was building up a little sweat, and then all of a sudden, Cowboy X Factor, Biscuit Buddy. I'm getting such on the tweeter. Cowboy X Factor, thank you, Jax Cordy, who's stopping in. Um, every time I got a tweet from you guys today, I was like, was there a big trade? Was there a big trade? And I checked, and this is just I can't believe we moved on from Zach Collins. Yeah, smashing thumbs up. Bobby February, we did get Fox. Oh my God, playing for sure. We have two guys now that can go for 25 a night. Has that ever happened in my lifetime with the Spurs? By the time Robinson and Duncan teamed up, David was no longer a 25 point per game scorer. He averaged, I think, 21 Tim's rookie year. But two guys that could legit average or at least 24 or more? I don't think that's never happened in my life. Gervin didn't have anybody, did he? And I was not watching the Spurs, and this is incredible. I don't hate Zach Collins. I hate Zach Collins' contract. I said it numerous times on this channel, even though it sounded like I'm trolling him. I wish him the best, and I wish it worked out for him here. But when we signed Zach Collins, the team was different, and I truly hope he gets playing time and does well in Chicago. He is a talented player, but his talent does not translate well here. He's also playing a backup five. He should be probably be on at the 4 spot. Well, this isn't the end of the trade season. Ends in 4 days. There's still time for other things to happen. I gotta say, if Miss TSR was here, I'd wonder how she'd be feeling about this because she was not exactly thrilled about De'Aaron Fox possibly coming to the Spurs because of how it could affect Stephon Castle's playing time. I'm gonna try to look at this positive and say that this is no. Can we turn off alerts? No. I will first keep alerts on because whenever we go live, you'll know we're going live or when we upload a video. But second, this might not be it. But are we short on we have room on a roster now, do we not, Spurs fans? Actually, no, we're getting Fox, McLaughlin, we moved City. Actually, we have an open roster spot. We have an open roster spot, so sure. I don't know. Vassell, Stephon, and Jeremy on the clock. No, whoa. All right, so I'm gonna disagree with that a little bit, Joe. Vassell and Sochan and Johnson all could possibly be traded. Not likely. But I don't think any of them are untradeable at this point. Castle is untradeable. It was rumored the Kings wanted Castle, and the Spurs said, no, 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 no. Oh, mamma mia, we're not trading Castle. Or something like that. But again, I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. We're probably going to hang out for about an hour. This is a huge trade. And, let's not forget, Luka Doncic will be a free agent in a year and a half. If he doesn't sign with the Lakers and keeps his weight in check, because that is actually a serious problem right now, um, maybe he could come to Spurs, come back to Texas, where he's lived before, no state taxes. There are some super chats popping up, so I want to make sure I read those because, well, I don't want to miss a super chat. That'd be rude. The Biscuit Buddy, we should sign Mo Bamba. Was Mo Bamba released? Tell me when will you be mine? Tell me Mo Bamba, Mo Bamba, Mo Bamba. I'm singing Albert Humperdinck. What is wrong with me? Why would the Kings want that useless first round pick from Charlotte? Rex, don't know, don't care. They took it. What a day, Spurs. What a weekend, NBA fans. You know what? A lot of people are saying they want Cam Johnson. Switchblade, thank you for the super chat. It just jumped off my screen. $2 super chat says CP3 not getting traded. Malachi getting traded, man. It's going to need to be Malachi Branham and something else. Uh, sign and trade Fox? No. This has got to be Golden Pipes, Rich. Is this Wave Goblin OMG indeed? Area 51 only sounds right if it's Castle and Wimmy. Yeah. Ooh. What number is De'Aaron Fox gonna wear? Stephon Castle's number 5. Is it gonna be a new Area 51 or is Fox gonna wear a different number? Has Fox worn number 4 before? Well, this is definitely an A plus on this one. Number 15. Let's get Buddy. Did you wear number 15 before? You just announced CP3 playing with. Yes, I did see that. He'll wear what we tell. Scott will tell. We'll wear what we tell him to wear. Okay. Okay. I like that. Fox will wear 51. That would be funny. Okay, that would be actually really funny. Miss TSR's chiming in. Let's see what she has to say, and I'm gonna proofread it first before I say anything. Well, Miss TSR is saying I'm side-eyeing the F out of this until I see how it impacts my boy. Okay, that's fair. I gotta think Darren Fox starts at point guard. Get rid of Jeremy. You know what? Uh, yeah, yeah, Keto, I was just saying that. Stephon Castle's going to learn from Fox now too. Look at this as a positive. De'Aaron Fox is a very capable scorer who averages over 25 points per game the last few years. I've already been saying lately that I feel like Stephon Castle's going to be more of a score first type point guard. Maybe our backcourt of the future is Fox and Castle with them both sharing point guard, both playing combo guards. I mean, the NBA is becoming more and more positionless, and Stephon Castle played off the ball and UConn and did pretty well playing off of Tristan Newton, as far as I know. I get the vibe that Castle, from what I see of him, is going to want to do whatever's best to win. And if they say, hey, you're both sharing the point, you're both sharing shooting guard, he's going to say, okay. They don't see him putting a fight over that. Fox can be number 99. Switchblade says, happy for the trade. Opens up. Yeah, Blake Wesley should be one of the backups off the bench. Damian Hernandez is a Bulls fan. Damian, I think you've lost your trolling on me rights for a couple weeks at least, because this is a fantastic trade. Rose City, what's going on? The greatest thing Collins ever did was turn into a Fox. Gnarly off road. I see some names I don't recognize tonight. So if you are joining this channel for the first time, we'd love to have you become a member. And how do you become a member? You can subscribe. That's it. And hitting a thumbs up if you could. We have an awesome Spurs community. We go live for every single game. We'll be live tomorrow night. Will De'Aaron Fox make his debut tomorrow night against the Grizzlies? Maybe I'll be live for it. If not, it'll be Wednesday night against the Atlanta Hawks, who are falling apart, and their draft pick is just getting better and better. I don't know who this Jordan McLaughlin dude is. I know Kyle McLaughlin is, but I don't think they're related. Thanks for subscribing, man. Appreciate it. And wow, Brian Wright, I gotta say, I haven't been the biggest fan of his since he became GM, but things are trending in the right direction. I like it. Jordan's all right. I'm gonna look him up. Jordan McLaughlin. Miss TSR is typing in all caps. I think she's very happy right now. All right, Jordan McLaughlin, 28 years old. All right, let's go to his basketball reference. Look him up, see what brings. I don't want to change things here, so you guys can. I want to keep the trade here because that is, I mean, that's kind of not the important thing. I need to make myself a little bigger though. All right, I gotta. All right, how do I make myself bigger? Wow, that could be taken really out of context. Really, really. Oh, bad choice of words. Bad choice of words, TSR. Oh boy. Yeah, I disappeared. Right. Well, I guess move myself over there. I can't. How do I get the window capture ahead of me? Editing on the fly. All right. Well, I guess there we go. There's more of me. All right, Jordan McLaughlin. I'm smoking a nice shrimp. Shrimp channel. Great channel name. All right, Jordan McLaughlin. He has played for the Timberwolves most of his career, and now Sacramento. He's a point guard. Okay, not what I expected. Doesn't start, plays 15 minutes a game. 40 shooting splits lifetime are 44, 37, and 73. For his career, he is averaging 4.2 points per game. Okay, that's dude not here long term. All right, well, he's gonna be on the bench, probably not playing. Baby Tree, we do have an open roster spot. So we got De'Aaron Fox and Jordan McLaughlin. That's a +2, but we moved on from City Sissoko, which I am sad about, but he wasn't playing. Zach Collins and Trey Jones. So we have one open roster spot. Carlos, I put as a Lakers fan too. I'm not. Oh, what you're Carlos? You're not happy about the trade. I was very curious how you felt about that. I think long term this is better for the Lakers, unless Luka doesn't resign. More if he continues to pick on somebody further weight as somebody that had weight issues myself as a youth, but I'm now hearing Luka's pushing 270. I don't know if that's true or not. There's a lot of reports are saying he was in the 260s, and his we've seen it with Zion Williamson. If you're overweight playing basketball, that is just going to wear your body down, and his career is going to get shortened. As Spurs fans, we see how much Victor Wembanyama takes care of his body, which he knows he has to because of his height. But if Luka wants to be a long-term successful NBA player, he's going to need to start getting his weight in check. That's an interesting take, Chris. Asia, good evening. Thank you for stopping in. Had to do an impromptu live tonight because of this huge news. It is huge. Castle could start at the three for a bit since he is at the height of 6'6". So Paul at the one, Fox at the two, Castle at the three, Son at the four, and Wemby at the five. So Vassell coming off the bench, Jack? Oh, Kirk Chu, the Bulls are totally going to have a top 10 pick. Switchblade says open roster spot being taken by Harrison England. I would like to have been Riley Minix, but he is out for the year, torn labrum. Nick, this is wonderful. John, Go Spurs, go to you. Let me pull up the Go Spurs go. I got to switch screens real quick. Well, that's my intro. That's my intro. That's the intro. My bad. Oh, Selena's all over me. That's choice of words. All right, here we go. Here's the Go Spurs go. And as always, I don't know if we're doing more trades. That's a good question. Hanover Fist, what's happening? A huge trade. De'Aaron Fox's wife is from San Antonio. I mean, Omar, then. This is her. Isabel! Alele Spurs, vamos, esperos, vamos. What? I was absolutely not expecting to go live tonight. This is a surprise, and I really appreciate those even on the Twitters that messaged me right away. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, I need to stop what I'm doing, and I'm going live. Our Spurs just made a huge trade. Pat, good evening. I'm glad we kept Castle. I agree 1,000,000%. Crying. Why are you crying? Were you a fan of sitting Zach or Trey? No, bro. Luka is an offensive player, not a defender. True. AD talked about how they need a center for him to play the four, and now Luka is point guard. We don't have anyone at the. Yes. Carlos, that's actually one thing I mentioned on today's video. Paul, yes, they did. The Lakers have no defense. Their defense wasn't great with Anthony Davis. Now it's going to get substantially worse. Spurs just fleece them. This feels like a really good trade. So we'll go over the trade again as some people are coming in. Chuck, yes. Let's get some. The Spurs just chucked North the Kings, didn't they? That being said, if there was no chance De'Aaron Fox was going to re-sign with the Kings, it's better to trade a player and get something for them instead of getting nothing for them. That's the worst thing you ever want to have happen as a franchise is you get nothing. All right, so let's do a recap again because I know some people might just be coming in. The Spurs are getting De'Aaron Fox and Jordan McLaughlin, who's probably going to be on the bench in. I hope he doesn't take minutes away from Mike Wesley. I'm hoping that the point guard rotation is going to be Fox and CP3, and I guess I don't know what they're going to do. Castle and Vassell splitting time at the two. Who the heck knows? Trades might not be done yet anyway. Spurs get Fox McLaughlin. The Kings are getting Zach LaVine from the Chicago Bulls. They're getting City Sissoko from us, and then 3 first-round picks. So we'll put an asterisk on this 2025 Charlotte Hornets pick because that is lottery protected. The Hornets are 1,000,000% going to be a lottery team this year. That pick is not going to go away. It rolls over into 2 second-round picks next year. We do get our own 2027 pick, which hopefully is a crappy pick at that point. That 2031 Minnesota pick, the Rob Dillingham thing, and then 3 second-round picks. So really, if you read this, it's 2 first-rounders and 5 second-rounders. Chicago Bulls get Zach Collins. We got out of that contract, Spurs fans. That is an absolute A+. They also get Trey Jones, whose contract was expiring, Kevin Huerter, and then their own 2025 pick back from us. That was top 10 protected. with Zach LaVine leaving the Bulls, they're going to be a top 10 lottery team now for sure, which kind of sucks because now that means they're not going to possibly pass the Atlanta Hawks, but it is what it is. This is a great trade, and we have the Atlanta Hawks unprotected first round pick in this coming draft. That probably will be a lottery pick with Jalen Johnson out for the year. It's looking good for us. Steven C says, "So long, Zach." Yeah, I don't hate Zach Collins for the record. I think that comes across like that. I hate his contract. He's on the bench, not playing, making 16.5 million. It's set to make 18 million next year. How do the Lakers only give one for William? I guess the big question, if we want to bounce back to last night's trade, or I guess early this morning's trade, is how in the world did the Mavericks not shop Luka Doncic around more? That's the bet. I mean, did they just have their eyes locked in on Anthony Davis and thought, this is the guy no matter what? Couldn't they have gotten more for a 25-year-old, not even his prime yet? One of the top five players in the NBA? Paul, thank you for the $5 super chat. He says, I am thrilled getting rid of Collins. Sissoko was not consistent. This is good. Thanks, Rich. Paul, thank you for the super chat. This is Area 51 says, they shopped Luka elsewhere first, but other teams said no. Wow. Is that okay? I did not know that. Our point guard rotation is suddenly looking elite. Maybe Tree. I don't know what Chris Paul's role is going to be now. That's what I'm actually kind of confused at. I don't know what they're going to be doing. Um, I don't know what our rotation is going to be in general. I am going to step away for 1 second. I got to grab something. I want to put the Go Spurs go up, and I will be back in a moment. We're going to continue to talk about this trade. Go Spurs go. All right. TSR is back. All right, there we go. All right, I'm back. TSR, I live in Dallas, and Mavs fans here are not happy, very happy. They're not Medicare. They're not. It seems like uh, the Mavericks have to win a championship this year or next season for that trade to look successful. I think Kyrie Irving's due for an extension too, so I don't know what's going to be. The other win something. Congratulations. Once again, my Kings get robbed. Oh, Jordan, I'm sorry, man. I do think you guys came out on the bad end of this trade. I would say the Spurs won this trade by far. I'm interesting to see how this trade's going to get graded tomorrow. We are obviously going to do another video on this tomorrow. Not going to go live, but I'll have a video up between 11:15 and probably 11:30. And I'm sure Spurs pounding the rock or Air ML will grade the trade. And I got to think we get an A. Let's give our own grades now. What do you guys think? The Spurs are an A plus, right? Spurs A plus. I mean, they unloaded a contract they didn't want. They didn't really give up they gave up a lot of picks, but they had a lot of picks. And this is something we talk about a lot on the channel is if you have all these picks, you got to do something with them at some point. You can't grab everybody. And now they're not going to. They traded some of those picks away. The Kings, the Kings got Zach LaVine. So the Kings, it's not exactly like the Kings came out of this empty-handed. The Kings got Zach LaVine, who is a damn good player when healthy and having one of his best years efficiently, shooting efficiency. Yeah, they got a lot of second rounders, but overall, I think the Kings probably get, I don't know. I actually think it's kind of good. Zach LaVine, Darren Fox, half a dozen one, six in the other, plus, two legit first round picks and a million second rounders. I'm going to give the Kings like an A or A minus. I think actually the Kings did pretty good. The Spurs A plus, the Kings. I'll say an A for the Kings. The Bulls, Zach Collins, Trey Jones, Kevin Herter, and their own 25 pick from us. Their 25 pick is going to be in a stacked draft class. Does anything got the short end of the stick here? Um, at best, a C, maybe a D. Now, if that 2025 pick turns into a first overall pick and you get Cooper Flag, then okay, we'll look back on this and say it was an A. If that pick ends up being the 8th or 9th pick, then this is not going to look good. Wow. The Bulls are absolutely in tank mode. Absolutely. Bulls are rebuilding. Their backup center. Who's their center with Chicago? We've talked about maybe getting as a backup. He's a refrigerator. The big white dude. Dang it, what's his name? Can't think of his name. Vucevic. Bulls get an F minus. Thank you, Carlos. Yeah, Vuce. Maybe the Spurs go after him as a backup center. That Atlanta pick going to hit like. I think I read that last word out loud too, Coach Corey. But yeah, they have been trying to get rid of Levine. I'm shocked. Can we make a trade for a new intern? Yeah, can we get a new coach now too? Well, Pop is coming back supposedly this month, right? I can't wait to see Fox on the court with Wemby. It might be tomorrow night. We might see that tomorrow night. I will, of course, be live for the game. We go live for every Spurs game. We do a live play-by-play reaction. I also put up a live scoreboard, where I control the clock and the scoreboard and talk to you guys during the game. My girlfriend sometimes joins us. She's become a Spurs fan by default and is a huge UConn fan, and obviously loves Stephon Castle. But we're going to go live tomorrow night. Maybe we'll even go live a little early. If De'Aaron Fox makes his debut tomorrow, we'll go live early for that. If he's not going to make his debut until Wednesday, then we'll go live a little early for that. But I'm excited. This is a great. It's great. I think this is good. So Spurs, looks like the general consensus is we nailed it. For the Kings, looks like they nailed it. And for Chicago Bulls, yeah, pretty much. You know what's crazy? In less than 10 years, Spurs fans, in less than 10 years, we've had one trade, which was with Kawhi Leonard for, oh my God, DeMar DeRozan. Sorry, DeMar, I blanked on you for a second. Plus Jakob Poeltl, and a pick that eventually came Kellen Johnson. That trade, we clearly lost. This trade, I think, is a win. Pop is about to come out to the tunnel. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Uh, we have come so far from the Kawhi disaster. Pop is back making moves, maybe. Lokashivo says, finally we have a sec. Yes, Devin Vassell is no longer a second option on this team. Not at all. He's now option number 3. And I think he'll do better as the third option than the second option. But when Wemmy's out of the game, we'll have somebody that can legit take over the scoring in De'Aaron Fox. Kept Castle, got rid of Collins, kept the Atlanta picks. This is an A++ job from Brian Wright. We deserve a show from the Game Rich. All right, you want the game? You the game. Oh. Levine gonna leave? Maybe. Our starting lineup, I don't know yet. That's a darn good question. I personally think Vassell should be our 6-man now, like Ginobili. Maybe. I don't. Does CP3 go to the bench? And I have Gasirsky. I have no idea what number uh, Fox is going to wear. I don't want to see Stephon Castle give up his number 5. Not at all. A spleen. This is serious. This is real. This is from Shams. And the Kings gave us nothing. We got Harrison Barnes. We pretty much absorbed Harrison Barnes' contract. So the Kings get DeMar DeRozan. So the Kings, like you guys, we've done pretty good with the Kings and the Raptors, haven't we? Keeping Castle is key. Yes. Thinks that Fox will make his debut on the road during. Oh, Jack, actually, the Spurs don't play in San Antonio at all in February. It's the rodeo road trip. They have 2 home games. I believe they're both in Austin. Dang. Fleece, Rich, Fleece. We gave our bat. We gave our bag of pieces to Shop Smart. Shop S Smart. Easy. Where are all those fans that didn't want Fox a few weeks ago? Easy. I think it's context. Context. You got to take context, and you can't just feel like everybody's hating this trade. I was on the fence because I wasn't sure what we would have to give up. This was a great trade. If I look at this and it said the Kings receive Stephon Castle, Jeremy Sochan, the 2025 Atlanta picks, and if we gave up 5 first rounders, you would be looking at this trade differently right now as well, wouldn't you? Anybody that's happy about this trade, that's throwing shit at people that maybe weren't happy about the trade. If you saw 5 unprotected first rounders in there, plus Castle, or whoever you like on the Spurs, their names on that board. Are you excited about the trade? Maybe not. This is a good trade. I wasn't big on the De'Aaron Fox trade. I will clearly admit that because I was concerned what we would have to give up. This is great. I can't believe Brian Wright pulled this off. We got out of Zach Collins' contract, Trey Jones, best of luck to you. City wasn't playing, and we didn't give up any picks that are like, oh my gosh, we gave up that pick. I didn't want Fox, but for trading for trading the traffic cone in a first round pick. Hell, exactly, Beavis. That's where I'm at. Context. What are we giving up for him? And what we gave up was very little. This was a great trade for the Spurs. I'm someone who didn't. All right, William. I'm someone who didn't want Fox. Standing by what I said, but can't help feeling excited at the moment, especially knowing who we gave or didn't give up. Yes, Prince Vic. That's what's going on. Rap, what's going on? Thank you for the super chat. We get to keep. We get to keep Malachi and Blake. Yeah, I mean that's the key right there. Malachi Branham is still a Spur, and yeah, us playing the second round picks, we had way too many. So who cares? Angelina says, "What's Castle's chance for Rookie of the Year if Fox has more minutes?" I don't know. We don't know if we're done yet. We don't know what the rotations are going to be. I'm hoping Castle still keeps his minutes. I really am. I hope he gets at least 25. And if he gets 25, then he'll still have a good chance. What's going on, Kyle? Thank you for stopping in. How about these trades this weekend? And how about this trade with the San Antonio Spurs? You know what? And I guess that's a big thing too. I did see Area 51. I did see Luca's comments about the trade. Yes, he was good about that. Um, Collins is gone. That is one thing I think we can all agree on as a Spurs fans is what. And again, this is not a personal attack on Zach Collins. We just wanted out of his contract. He's not even playing. This is better for him. He's sitting on the bench, only getting garbage time minutes for the most part. Now maybe he'll actually get to play in Chicago and raise his value and play well. AR Doc with the $50 super chat says, think we won the Dilly trade now getting Fox and keeping pretty much all our first rounders was a steal. Agreed. This was a fantastic trade passing. Odd thing will be to play CP3 and Fox in the same lineup. That is a pretty small lineup. TSR, now that we have Fox, do we now trade CP3? I don't know. That's the big question. Is what happens with the point guard situation? Castle's not going anywhere. I think we all agree on that. Chris Paul, is he staying with the Spurs? Is he going to be happy going to the bench? He came off the bench last year for the Warriors. I got to say, maybe it would be better for Chris Paul to come off the bench. Right now, he's averaging what, 30 minutes a game for the Spurs? He's pushing 40 years old. Maybe limited minutes for Chris Paul, like, I don't know, 24 instead of 30 will keep him fresher throughout the game. That might not be a bad thing. Today was a good day. I don't want to go work tomorrow, but Sunday night's feeling pretty good. I would trade Johnson and one more first rounder for a solid center and move Wemby to the 4. Your thoughts? Tim, we tried Wemby at the 4 last year, but Zach Collins was the center. So we would need a legit 5, a better 5 than Zach to put him at the 4. I don't think we're going to make a trade for another starter, but who the heck knows? CP3 looks tired, please. Yeah, Jason, I think off the bench. Um, Mo Bamba just got waived, right? Kokoshibo, Jordan McLaughlin's a point guard, barely played in Sacramento. He's averaged 4 points a game his career. He's an okay 3-point shooter. I think I saw he averaged about 37% for his career. He's not going to get time here. I got to think he's going to be on the bench. Legit and athletic 5, exactly. Monster Jam says, we are so back. Steven Adams. Oh, Aquaman. Pedro, this is insane. Rich Mavs are the biggest losers out of all these trades. Yeah. Unless they win a championship. Lewis, we do need a legit backup center. Um, Mo Bamba, what happened did Mo Bamba get waived? I don't think we can get Gafford. Jesse, update. The update's right there. To my right, your left. The update's right there. The Spurs have gotten Darren Fox from the Kings. 2-point guard lineup incoming, maybe. I do think Dallas will be very good this season and will make a deep playoff run. Agreed. Long term, I feel awful for the fans. Also agreed. If Luka got traded, we can trade Johnson in a second rounder for Jokic. Tim, I like your train of thought. Steven Adams or Lopez need a proper center. We do need we do need a real backup center. And actually, we have Mamu and Bassi as our backup bigs right now, and that ain't gonna do it. That is not gonna do it. That's a good. That's you know what, Prince Vic. I'm gonna put that up. I think we know what you guys are gonna say, but I'm gonna put a poll up anyway. Let's ask the chat. I think it's gonna be very very slanted one way, but you know what? I'll play along. I know one team's gonna get 0 votes. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What did I just type? That's not the word I was looking for. Alrighty. I didn't capitalize that letter. And the last option, nobody's voting this. This is why I see light up keyboards are sometimes good. All right. And there we go. There we go. Why can't I? Oh, there we go. All right. It is now up. Because you asked it, we'll have an actual poll in the chat. Who won the trade? So to be honest, I was hoping for that trade, hoping for the trade, but pretty sure it would not happen. I didn't think this would happen either. I was just more concerned how much we'd have to give up. Like I thought we'd have to give up way too much. It's just the right amount. Yep. McLaughlin used to be with Minnesota, then the Kings just this year, I think, and now Spurs. Well, so that's a darn good question. I don't know. We need to fleece the Rockets and get Shingo. They're not trading out for Shingo. The lines of the trades right here. We'll go over it real quick. The Spurs get De'Aaron Fox and Jordan McLaughlin. The Kings get Zach LaVine. This is a three-team trade. The Spurs, Kings, and Bulls. The Kings get Zach LaVine, City Sissoko, 3 first-round picks from the Spurs, the 2025 Charlotte pick, which will roll over into 2 second-rounders. That's not going to go It's lottery protected. The 2027 Spurs pick and that 2031 Minnesota pick we have. That's 3 second-round picks. We have a million second-round picks. Who cares? The Bulls get Zach Collins, Trey Jones, Kevin Huerter, and they get their own 2025 pick back from the Spurs. That was top 10 protected. The Bulls are tanking. That is going to be absolutely top 8. Did somebody vote the Bulls? Did they really? That's a troll. Rudy, I don't know. De'Aaron Fox is going to be in the starting lineup. That's for sure. His position is safe. The number one, I got to think he's going to be the number one. Victor Wembanyama is going to be the 5. That's locked in. Jeremy Sochan was a starter. Does this mean Jeremy Sochan does not return to the starting lineup? Does Stephon Castle stay in the starting lineup? Is the only switch Chris Paul with De'Aaron Fox? Which Chris Paul coming off the bench, I think, would be much better for the team. It's a vet coming off the bench with leadership and less minutes for Chris Paul, I think will help him save energy. So this is my guess. Wemby, Barnes, Vassell, Wemby, Barnes, Castle's maybe playing more small forward. Wemby, Barnes, Castle, Vassell, Fox. I think they're going to keep Stephon Castle in starting lineup. That'll give us Jeremy Sochan, Kelman Johnson, CP3. I guess Massey and Champagny as the primary backups. I don't want to see center Sochan. That is not working. Mitch Johnson needs to cut the ish. Jeremy Sochan's not a backup center. Stop putting him out there as one. Trade for Donovan Clingan. Frenchen, if we could trade for Donovan Clingan, that would be fantastic. I don't see it happening. He would be the perfect backup center. Not only that, but you would have a rapport with Stephon Castle, who he won a championship with at UConn. Miss TSR would also be the happiest Miss TSR she's ever been, at least in basketball, NBA terms, if Donovan Clingan came to the Spurs. That would be fantastic. Probably not. Walker Kessler would be amazing. Clint Capella. I don't think that are the Hawks looking to move on him. Get Yabusele free agent in the offseason. No, there's no way we're getting Klingon. I have not seen you well, my friend. Hope you're doing well. These games are going to be wild. We have De'Aaron Fox debuts tomorrow night. We're going to go live for that one. I usually don't go live for NBA games. We'll go at least 15 minutes live for that one. Obviously, we're going to do a trade video tomorrow about this, grading the trade, and I'd like to see what maybe Spurs talk or Pounding the Rock or Air Almo are saying about this, but this is crazy. Rich, I'm scared that these deals are going to make my Rockets do something dumb and make some Mavs type trade. Why would you put Sochan on the bench if Fox and Wemby can produce? Cowboy, Sochan's offense has disappeared at the moment. It's been absolutely awful. He should be a starter, and that could be the alternative. Starting lineup could be Wemby, Barnes, Sochan, Vassell, and Fox, with the only non-shooter being Jeremy Sochan. I really don't know what Mitch is going to do with the minutes. This is gonna be interesting. His rotations have been weird lately. We'll have Trey Jones. and Chris Paul on the floor at the same time, which I don't get that. I don't know why we're running two point guards, two small guys at that, like 6'1". And then he's had the last game against the Miami Heat, or maybe this game before that. No, the game before that, the game we won. Who did he beat before the Heat? The Bucks. I just saw a super chat. I don't want to miss a super chat. Text what he says. Isn't Fox from Houston? Imagine Rockets fans if we win a chip with Fox on the Spurs. Hilarious. Text, really, that would be absolutely fantastic. Where are we going with this? Shoot, we're talking about the lineups. Mitch, his rotations. Wendy was playing center, obviously. Then we had center Sochan and center Barnes during that night too. Harrison Barnes was our center. Harrison Barnes, the guy that's 6'8", doesn't really rebound well, is not a rim protector. So this is where I'm kind of stuck when you guys ask what the rotation is going to be their starting lineup, because Mitch has been so unpredictable as of late. I don't know what he's going to do. I don't think he knows what he's going to do. I think it's going to be like this with a dartboard. You got all the guys' names up there. All right, you're coming in. You're coming in. Fox, Devin, Castle, Barnes, Wemby is that's I think Castle's gonna keep starting. Son of Scar, I'm happy too. Where did you go on vacation? Who went on vacation, Veronica? Oh, not me. No, Harrison Barnes he's Fox will not start tomorrow. Slingshot, is he gonna play tomorrow? Or is he not even playing? Today is Sean Elliott's birthday. Stephanie. Thanks for giving me a heads up. Happy birthday, Sean Elliott. Someone is dealing with the back injury. He is. He was getting treatment during the third quarter last game. Definitely, yes, his production's been seriously down since that back injury. Maybe he should take some time off again. I'm not for players missing time, but if he clearly is not the same. Against the Clippers, he played 25 minutes with 0 rebounds. I mean, that's just not Jeremy Sohan. I think he's hurting. Nick, I don't see any French there, but okay. Big So, I'm a happy Spurs fan too. If anybody's new to the channel, I'm a huge San Antonio Spurs fan. You can see the background behind me. There's more Spurs jerseys there. You just can't see them all. We got Parker, Ginobili, Mr. Robinson. I've been a fan for 35 years. We go live for every game. We do trade rumors, news, and analysis. Da da da. We'd love to have you join the community. And all we'll ever ask for you from here is a thumbs up. That's it. Appreciate you covering this, William. I had to. And the crazy thing is, William, I almost went to Miss TSR's tonight. And don't get me wrong, I would have been very happy to spend time with her tonight. But she said, "Hey, it's supposed to snow, and apparently snowing now. I haven't looked out my window." Yeah, she's like, just stay home. And then this trade happens, so I could go live. So maybe it was just, you know, divine intervention saying, "Hey, stay home tonight, TSR, because you got to work." Ryan, go Spurs, go to you. The Kings basically giving Zach into yeah. All right, got some people texting me. A friend of mine just said Fox is Spurs, and I'm just gonna reply, yeah. I want to see Miss TSR is texting me as well, so I want to see if she has anything to say about anything here. Luka Doncic breaks his silence following the trade from ads. I wanted so bad to bring you. Oh, I did read that. His going away letter. Cowboy X Factor sent that to me earlier. Yeah, I keep forgetting that Fox is in Texas. St. Augustine, we are live, and it happened. The Spurs have traded for De'Aaron Fox, and it was a good trade. Don 12 with a $10 super chat. Thank you very much. It says, "Hey, TSR, I didn't tell you on the other video not to keep saying what was not a Spurs move to make. Told you it was. You did. You did. You know, this is not Darcy Buford. It's so with this trade, I always like to be honest with you guys. I was not thrilled about De'Aaron Fox coming here because I was worried what we would have to give up. That was my biggest concern. I thought we were going to have to give up way too many picks. Player-wise, I thought maybe Castle would be part of the trade, maybe Devin Vassell. I did not see this coming. And I'll be the first to admit, Brian Wright absolutely killed it. You know, we can question it. Brian Wright has really gone from zero to hero in my eyes because that Joshua Primo draft is the worst freaking draft of my life. What a waste of a pick. And then shortly after that, we land Victor Wembanyama. That is not all because of him. That was luck too. But he also put in position to be able to get Wemby by trading DeJounte, trading Derek White, trading Jakob Poeltl. He essentially put us in tank mode. He did. We get Wemby. I like his draft this year with Stephon Castle. And now this is one of the greatest trades in Spurs history, right? I got to think the trade for, I know you guys don't like Kawhi Leonard. Trading for Kawhi Leonard on draft night, getting him, that turned out pretty damn good. I mean, yes, Kawhi didn't stay here long, but he helped win us a championship. And, well, not only he helped us get to two NBA finals and helped us win one. 4 first-round picks? No, not really, though. Yep. It's three. Okay, you just said it. The Charlotte pick is not going to convey. It's 3 first-round picks. One of them is in 2031, and we have to expect that 2027 pick is going to be bottom 10 in the NBA. We should be at minimum Western Conference contender at that point. Hello, guys. Ethan, this is a great day. It really is. The 2025 pick will be, yes, our 25 pick is going to be devaluated. We are going to move up in the standings, I have to think, with Darren Fox on the team. However, don't forget, Atlanta is falling apart at the moment. The Atlanta Hawks are falling apart. I'm not happy about Jalen Johnson tearing his labor and being out for the year. Best wishes to him. But they have lost 8 in a row. They lost a guy that's producing 19, 10, and 5, plus 1.5 steals and a block a game. That is a ton of production on both ends of the floor, and he's out for the year. And that team is lost without him. They will probably be a lottery team when it's all said and done. And maybe lightning strikes twice, and Atlanta gets a top 4 pick, which comes to the San Antonio Spurs. Then we draft it. Maybe we draft an 8. Maybe we pick 3rd overall, and we get Ace Bailey or 4th, and we move up. Whatever. We're probably not. He's going 1st overall, but I'm dreaming big, but just trying to be a little restrained. And the Spurs get a top 4 pick and draft a player like Ace Bailey. And now our journey towards the dark side is complete with Wemby, Bailey, maybe Sochan, maybe not, maybe Castle instead, Vassell and Fox as the team. Things are lining up well for us. Cooper Flag's not out of the question. Baby Tree, I gotta think Fox will resign here, and it can't be a max contract. I don't think the Spurs would do that. As at the end of Fox's contract, won't Wemby be up for his rookie extension? And the prime Wemby will be number one, not only the player to try to sign the most, obviously. That good evening to you. Yes, Richie Rich, Trey Jones, thank you for your services. Once a Spur, always a Spur. Um, Fountain Lord, and right there. So we'll go over it again because I know some people are stopping in, and I don't mind repeating it because it's obviously very important. The San Antonio Spurs receive De'Aaron Fox, Jordan McLaughlin. Jordan McLaughlin is a backup point guard. He's probably not going to play at all here. He averages 4 points a game for his career, like 13 or 14 minutes. He's probably not going to play. The Kings receive Zach LaVine from the Bulls. This is a 3-team trade. We also receive City Sissoko from us. Thank you. Best of luck, City. And then the picks. So it says 3 first-round picks. Take that one an asterisk. That 2025 Charlotte pick is lottery protected. That will roll over into 2 second-round picks next year. We gave up our 2027 pick, the 2031 Minnesota pick, and then 3 second-round picks. But add the 2 second-round picks that Charlotte pick will roll over to. So 2 in that part of the trade, 2 first-rounders and 5 second-rounders. That's a lot of second-round picks. We have too many second-round picks anyway. Who cares? The Bulls. I can't believe people have to be trolling if you're saying the Bulls won this trade. The Bulls receive Zach Collins. That's not a typo. The Bulls receive. Whoops, I didn't want that up. Zach Collins. Here. The Bulls also receive Trey Jones, Kevin Huerter. They get their own 2025 first round pick back from us. That was top 10 lottery protected this year. They're going to be probably they're going to be sucking now, I got to think. So they're going to be a top 6 team. One is probably all said and done. There's just a lot of teams that are much worse ahead of them. They are not going to overtake the Atlanta Hawks in the standings now. No way, no chance. So there you go. That's it. Oh, the Bulls absolutely wanted a tank. And you know what? And they got the tanker of all tankers of Zach Collins out there. Apparently a trade involving the Mavs and Lakers occurred earlier. Yeah, well, apparently there's a trade. It's a little trade. It's not a good week for Bulls and Mavs fans. Fact. And Cowboy X Factor actually is a Mavericks fan. And Cowboy X Factor, since you're in here at the moment, one, thank you for sending me that link immediately as soon as the news broke. Appreciate you doing that. Biscuit Buddy, same as well if you're still in here. I feel for you because when you have a player, and I assume he was your favorite player in the NBA, leave your team. That just, I know it's a gut punch. When Kawhi got traded, Kawhi wasn't my favorite player when he was on the Spurs, but when he left, I was like, DeMar DeRozan, and we see how that worked out. Bulls can commit to a tank. Yes, they will. They're absolutely going to tank. This is exciting to be honest. Shout out to the Spurs front office. We gave up our worst contract, a redundant point guard. True. Gave a useless 2027 pick. We'll be a contender by then. Agreed. And gave back Chicago their pick. Insane. Yeah. An A plus for the Spurs. If Levine stays healthy, it's not a bad trade. No, this is a good trade for the Kings. I don't think this is a bad trade for the Kings whatsoever. I think this is an A plus for the Spurs. I think this is an A for the Kings. The Kings get Zach Levine and draft capital. Granted, a lot of it is second rounders and picks out in the future. Zach Levine, when healthy, is a damn good player and having the best year of his life, I think, efficiency wise. Is he not shooting around 40% or more from three? I think it's more than 40%. If Levine can stay healthy, Sabonis, Levine, and oh shoot, DeRozan. I keep forgetting DeMar DeRozan. If he started winning since he fired the coach, he'll probably be at least a playing team. Oh, we are so bad. Like John Wick, right? Oh yeah. Yeah. This is great news. Wait, don't forget the thumbs up, guys. I would appreciate. I can't see how many thumbs up we have. I have no idea because the way I have this set up, I can't. But it does still help the channel. So please hit the thumbs up. I would appreciate it. So I have last night's game up. So this right here, I stream the games with with my the couch contingent's all here. I haven't even showed you guys everybody. I brought everybody out. Headband Grogu's here, Lil Mikey, and of course Baby Yodi's in the back because he's excited about the trade. Yes, I have. If you're new to the channel, because I know we have people who are stopping in that are new here, I have a Grogu that is dressed up wearing a Spurs jersey. Yeah, yeah, that happened. That happened. I think one Kings fan came on your channel. I see his thumbs down. Wait, you can see thumbs down? You have some kind of app or something to spleen? Well, I don't care if somebody thumbs down a video. That means at least they were moved to do something. Whether I assume Fox will play tomorrow, but maybe come off the bench. I would think but maybe not tomorrow. Wednesday against the Atlanta Hawks, which it's a hell of a debut, huh? 350s? Oh wow. All right. I thought we had like 100. All right, 350 sounds good too. DJ, I'm glad we kept Kelvin too. We didn't give up any of the players that you guys did not want traded. I know there's an asterisk because a lot of you wanted some of those players traded. Oh, super chat. Let me get to that real quick. Spurs go. Spurs go. He says, I'm in complete shock. We stole Fox for nothing. Pretty much. I got this zoomed in, so it's cutting your name off a little bit. But Spurs, thank you very much. $42 super chat. This was a great trade. What the hell was I just talking about? I'm getting so sidetracked from stuff. I'm gonna jump on my Xbox when this news broke. I was like, I'm just gonna jump on my Xbox for a night, and then I was like, I saw this and I had to do it. Um, this it's now a Sacramento Bulls, right? Yeah, you're right. Oh my God, Jedi. I didn't even realize that. With Zach Levine going to the Kings, they literally have Zach Levine and DeMar DeRozan who were on the Bulls last year. Oh, players. The players that you guys didn't want traded. Some of you did. Okay, that you did. I understand that. But there was a large part of the community that didn't want to see Stephon Castle get traded. He didn't. There was a lot of you that didn't want to see Jeremy Sohan get traded. He didn't. There was a lot of you that didn't want to see Kellen get traded. He didn't. And a lot of you didn't want to see Sohan get traded. Or wait, did I say Sohan? Vassell. Sohan, Vassell, Castle. Sohan, Vassell, Castle, and Johnson. If you said De'Aaron Fox was getting traded for the Spurs, I would have said for sure one of those guys is getting traded from the Spurs. Right? Is that a fair assessment? One of those guys is definitely gone. I never in a million years would have said Zach Collins and Trey Jones. Never, ever, ever would I have said those two names for De'Aaron Fox. And here we are. And the season's, Trey season's not over yet. We might see another one. Who knows? I did see you guys just saying, but the channel's about to blow up. If it does, great. If it doesn't, that's fine too. I am always more quality over quantity, and you guys are awesome. You guys are really the reason I enjoy doing this. I mean, I love the Spurs. That's the other reason too. I've been making content since I was like 7 years old. I've always enjoyed making stuff. I've been on YouTube since 2006, this channel since 2019, and I wasn't even monetized for 13 years. Had 15 subscribers for 13 years with my independent film channel. I just do this. I like making content. That's how it is. That's my personality. I am going to make a major change to the second TSR channel tomorrow. We're going to rename it, rebrand it, and everything I've ever done on YouTube that's not TSR Sports that has failed, that I still have, is going up over there. Stuck in the 80s, the independent films, weird music stuff. Just I'm gonna put everything up there because I just want that to just keep people to see me. They might subscribe. Like this is who I've been throughout the years, and these are all my failures, and yet I kept going and still, trying to do it. Mikey, with the $2 super chat. Thank you, Mikey. Says, damn, can't believe Spurs got Fox and a bag of chips. Yeah, we're just at 400 thumbs up, by the way. We'll get to enjoy some more Spurs wins on the TSR stream. Yes, William. I can't tell you how fun that Bucks win was. That was amazing. Slingshot, thank you. Yeah, Nintendo Lego fan. I like to get the 400. That's a smash that thumbs up. Boop. Fox and Castle, our backcourt won't be very efficient at three. That is my one concern. 400 are nice. That is my one concern. Arnold, I'm in shock too. I really am. Uh, Fox is not a great three-point shooter. He's 33% for his career. You guys, I don't follow his career, him a lot. I mean, I've seen him play against the Spurs, but some of you have likened him to Tony Parker a little bit, as in he's very fast and he can score very well within the arc. You know what? Maybe we'll buck the trend, and the Spurs will be a potent offense without a guy without a million guys that can shoot the three. And having Wemby out there, you have to think is going to open up the floor for Fox, and vice versa. And maybe his efficiency will be better. I don't know. Big yes for the dancing bear. Fox is a clutch. Yeah, within the arc, he certainly is. He shot 37% last year on 7 attempts. Might just be a down year. Okay. Yes, I do. Rob, I stream every single game. Have been for 5 years now. Not every single game. Let me back up. I've missed games in the past, but this year we do live play reaction, community chat for while the Spurs are playing, and we've been live for every summer league game this season, every preseason game, and we have not missed a regular season game yet. And there's no way I'm missing a regular season game now. Not going to happen. We're going to call 82. And I feel pretty confident saying we're going to call a playing game. I don't think we're going to crack the top six. We're, I think, a little too far behind at this point, halfway through the season. I think we're going to finish definitely in the play-in now. And we'll be calling that playing game. And with some luck or some talent or whatever it is, we'll be calling some playoff games this season. I have a feeling we will be. Xavier, it has been a rough 5 years. Yes. The Spurs have been a losing team every year we've been on YouTube together. Whether you've been here for a month or a year or all five, it's been only losing. And I'm also a New York Giants fan. It has only been losing. So it's nice to see that the Spurs they really have direction now. They have their franchise in Victor Wembanyama. They have their scoring point guard in Darren Fox. They have a young buck in the rise in Stephon Castle. They have other guys that are inconsistent. Devin Vassell, Jeremy Sone, Keldon Johnson. I think Vassell's going to be better as a third option. I think Vassell will now excel. And if he sucks, then we'll need to ship him out at some point. But I'm hoping Devin turns around. Devin is actually in a 4-game slump at this moment. He's been nothing but streaky this year. He was good off the bench. Then he became a starter. And he was bad for, like, you guys remember, like, that bad 10-game stretch? Then he had like 5 games in a row of 20 or more. In the last 4 games, he's sucking again. He's just unbelievably streaky this year. I think we'll make the playoffs. Yes, Trenchant, Zach Collins to the Bulls. Let's take a look at our survey at the moment. You guys think that, no shocker, Spurs channel. 93% of you say the Spurs won the trade. 5% say the Kings and 2% the Bulls. I don't disagree that if anybody voted for the Kings, I think this is a darn good trade for them. The Bulls did not win this trade. No shape, unless their pick turns into Cooper Flag, like #1 overall pick. We didn't lose a core player at all in these picks. We didn't lose a great pick. Bulls tank confirmed. Absolutely. Welcome back, Asia. Made in Abyss. It definitely need the Bulls. Yabusele for Sohan. You're not. I want to see more out of Yabusele. John Lewis says, TSR, I'm so happy. Go, Spurs, go. The Spurs, I'm sorry, Chai, the Bulls did get financial room. So I guess if you're looking at it from a business move, this is clearly a rebuild move. This is a tank move. They're throwing the towel. The damn towel. Give me the damn towel. Well, they threw it, and they're going to be awful now. I don't know if they're going to be awful enough to get cracked the top three. Worst teams in the NBA, the Wizards are by far ahead of everybody. They're just abysmal. We got over 400 thumbs up. I saw 410. Nice. Brian Wright did an A-plus job with this trade. Yes, he did. I'm guessing Fox wears number 8. Maybe for I have what other numbers has he worn? Has he worn any other numbers? No, Gabriel. We did not give up our pick or the Atlanta pick. Now, our pick is probably not going to be a lottery pick anymore. I have to think with Darren Fox, we're going to move up in the standings. But we still have Atlanta's unprotected pick, and they are falling apart. If you haven't heard, I'll repeat it from earlier. Jalen Johnson out for the year. You probably know that. And Atlanta is now 0 and 8 without Jalen Johnson. 0 and 8. He wore 0 in college. All right. We don't really wearing 0, do we, William? No, we just traded our 0. Put him. No, I'm kidding, Zach. Was Darren Fox Clutch Player of the Year? By the way, Jordan McLaughlin is essentially a backup point guard. He's not going to get any playing time, JC. He's not. Oh, Kellen wears 0. That's right. Fred Kellen. I forgot my Johnson. Sorry, Kelvin. I got Kelvin in my head as number 3. Zach Collins should have been gone a long time ago. I tried with him because Pop says, yeah, TJ, he should have. Who wears number 7 on the Spurs? Now I'm like so pumped up about this trade. I'm drawing blank on everybody's numbers. We do need a big now. We do need a big. I would prefer to give up our 2031 pick than the Minnesota one, but yeah. I'm Neb says that means the Spurs knew they were moving Luka and didn't offer picks. Apparently Luka was shopped around to other teams and nobody. No, the Dyers. The picks are right there. They're on the left side of the screen. I think this is a great trade. The Charlotte pick is not going to convey. The Spurs pick will probably be a bottom 10 pick. That Minnesota pick is light years away, and everything else is second rounders. And the Bulls get back their own 2025 pick, which, listen, I know some of you say we need picks, or those of you that like the picks crowd, we're not drafting 3 first rounders this upcoming draft. We weren't. We don't have the roster space. Cap would be an issue coming up, and that ain't no cap. So this was a great trade. This is an A+ all the way. Yo, I just when I thought the world's crumbling, a savior in the name of Brian Wright came to change the world. I can't believe Brian Wright pulled this off. I really can't. I want to miss, John, best of luck at trading Jones and Zach Collins. Once a Spur, always a Spur. But this was great. Funny how we were making fun of Brian Wright for trading the 8th pick for this. We were. But there were people who have taken with that pick, and we could have probably used something else we have in the future for this. This was a damn good trade. No more Zach Collins, indeed. Anyone saying F Kawhi, we traded a pick that we got from William Trump to make this trade? Kawhi, Matt, I mean, it took a long time to get there, but Kawhi leaving eventually got us Wemby. Did it not? Switch with the 5. Switchblade with the $5 super chat says, just thought about it. Spurs can bring back Trey Jones in this upcoming offseason since Trey Jones will be cap relief for him for him not coming. Since, by the way, I might be reading this wrong. Just thought about it. Well, Trey Jones is going to be a free agent after the year. If the Spurs can bring him back in the upcoming offseason, will be cap relief. He's probably not going back to the Bulls. Probably not. I gotta think he's going to want to try to be a starter somewhere. Brandon Ingram, Eddie, injury prone. He's been out. I think he's been out for 2 months, right? I'd go with that one. Jedi, this trade deadline this is the craziest trade deadline I can think of. For our own team, we hit a home run, bringing in a former All-Star and a 25 point per game guy, and didn't give up a ton for him. If anything, we got rid of a contract we didn't want on the team. We got rid of a contract we didn't want on the team, and uh, and then you had to trade the biggest trade probably in my lifetime in the NBA. Two former All NBAers who are pretty young, traded midway through the season. I forgot the status, but that was the first time two All NBA players have been traded halfway through the season. I think something like that. All NBA first teamers. Yeah, I have a feeling Darren Fox won't play tomorrow. I think he'll debut Wednesday night. But Spurs fans got to be physical secretary. Yeah, all right. So Neb, he probably won't play until Wednesday. And Wednesday we play the Atlanta Hawks. That should be fun. Spurs have 2030 Dallas swap. Yeah, Dallas might be bad by then. Indeed. Most likely game after next. Yeah, yeah. So Blitzkrieg the pick. All right, so we'll just go over the picks from us. All right. So what we're giving up pick wise. Switchblade Spurs playing 40 chess, bringing Trey in the offseason. Wemmy's playing chess with them as well. McLaughlin's a backup point guard. So what are we giving up pick wise? Because I know that's a big question. We'll go over the picks only. The Spurs are giving up a 2021 pick of their own. The 2031 Minnesota pick. What do we have a pick swap, or do we actually have the 2031 Minnesota pick? And then we're giving up the 2025 pick we had from the Bulls. That's three first rounders. Now, I'm not saying the 2025 Charlotte pick is a first rounder because that is lottery protected. That is going to roll over into next season as two second rounders. So that those two second rounders plus the 2025 Chicago second rounder, 2028 Denver, and then the 2028 own back, whatever that is. I guess that's the Kings pick. So five second rounders. We're giving up three first rounders and not great first rounders at that, and five second rounders. I just saw another super chat, and Delilah says, "Welcome." Thanks. This really was a great trade. All right, so Eddie, our picks in 2025. We still have our own pick. Because of the Darren Fox trade, I expect the Spurs to be at minimum a play-in team. If they lose the play-in, that would still be a lottery pick. If they win the play-in and go into the playoffs, then that pick would be out of the lottery. We also have the Atlanta Hawks unprotected first round pick. That pick right now is gaining value because the Atlanta Hawks have lost 8 games in a row. Their starting forward, Jalen Johnson, is out for the year. They haven't won since his injury. It was an excellent trade, Rod. You're absolutely fantastic. By the way, if you haven't hit the thumbs up or the subscribe button, we'd love to have you join our community. We're huge Spurs fans here. I'm a huge sports fan. I do almost daily Spurs content, cover all the games live. I'm unfortunately also a Giants fan and do shorts on the Giants. And also starting to do other NBA videos. We covered the Luka Doncic, Anthony Davis trade this morning. Also just did a documentary recently on Brandon Jennings. Got a documentary coming up on Anthony Bennett. I don't think I'll have that done this Friday, next Friday. So that'll be a 3-week turnaround though. The Brandon Jennings video took 2 months. This one will take 3 weeks. That's better. And we're trying to get one of those out every 2 to 3 weeks. I was sick last week. That knocked me out 4 days. So if I wasn't sick those 4 days, probably would have had it done this week. Wade is actually good when it Wright has been doing good. Friendship, we have our own pick. We have our own pick in the Hawks. Absolutely. Fox, Castle, Barnes, Sochan, Wemby for starting, and Chris Paul, Vassell, Champagny, and to be determined, and Bassey is the second unit. Johnson. Yop yop. What about Kalman? Kalman's still on the team. Fox, Castle, Barnes. That so yep yep. The one thing I don't like about that starting lineup, and I'm sure you're already aware of this, that is a poor 3-point shooting lineup. Castle right now is sub 30%. Jeremy Sohan sub 30%. De'Aaron Fox below league average at 33%. Barnes shoots what around 40, and then Wemby's where's he at this right now? Like 37ish. That's an abysmal shooting starting lineup when it comes to the three-pointer. That would be my one concern with that. I do think Fox is going to be a starter. I don't think we can start Castle and Sohan at the same time. That's just going to kill the floor spacing. Well, Sohan's clearly still not 100%. He has not been playing well at all. So he might continue to come off the bench, or he might be out for a little while if he's clearly not 100%. Clearly not 100%. Perry, yes, we did kill it. Fox will start probably Wednesday night. Yep, we gave them both back their own pick. Vassell is currently shooting, after his 1 for 10 performance, I think he's at the average now of 35%. He's a roller coaster. Look at his game stats. He has a string of good games. Right now, he's in a 4-game slump where he's shooting 26% from three. Before that, he had a 5-game hot streak where he's shooting 52% from three. That dude is so freaking streaky. It drives me crazy. He's still at least at the league average, whereas Sochan and Castle especially are well below. Ring Abaselli, Sochan goes to the bench. Machine 78. You're welcome. I don't know how much longer we're gonna stay live. I was planning on just staying live for an hour, but you guys are still excited. I'm excited, and this is a crazy, crazy trade for our Spurs. Bench squad: Castle, Devin, Kelvin, Sochan, and Bassie. That's a lot of guys that started for us at one point. Do you realize that? But this is a I like this trade. I will be honest with you guys, always honest. I wasn't thrilled about De'Aaron Fox possibly coming here because again, I was worried about what we'd have to give up. Brian Wright nailed it. Did I miss a super chat? Oh, I did. Switchblade says Spurs bringing back Trey off season. Just saying. Oh, if I ever miss a super chat, please let me know because I will scroll back up and find it, and I just did. We still need a true center. I'm not convinced Chicago lost this trade. Okay, Matt. Depending on how they look at it, Levine leaving means a new tank and rebuild. Yeah, I just missed another super chat. Wait, did I miss two? I got the one there. I hear the plow. All right, so apparently it is snowing pretty out. It looks like I got everything else before that. Yeah, it's just that one. All right, we got it. Woo, we don't like missing super chats. All right, I got it. I didn't miss any. Three Beards, by the way, I just saw your name in the chat. Good evening to you. What crazy news. Oh, does Darren reprove Vassell? Really, I missed one? I can't go back, though. I don't, it doesn't show, I can't see any that I missed. I can only go so far back in the... There's been a lot tonight, and if I did miss a super chat by somebody, I'm extremely sorry. It's not intentional. The chat's moving faster than normal, and my apologies. It was certainly not intentional. So thank you to whoever super chatted. I can't find it. Um, I can't go any further back. Mark, hello from France. And Jay Funky, congrats, my friend. Yeah, we did great on this. We did great. Do we sign Mo? You guys are talking about Mo Bamba. Let me look up Mo Bamba. Mo Bamba. Who is going to help women, Grandma? You are, Carlos. Get in there. Get in there and grab some boards. Only downside, City and time in his. I don't know about City. He was not getting any time there. Saw headline: Spurs fleece the NBA. Does it say that, Eliza? Is that the headline? Spurs fleece the NBA? Maybe that'll be the name of my video tomorrow. Spurs fleece the Bulls. Definitely. Oh, perspective. What else was I looking up? 511. Don't think so. I'm getting so distracted tonight. I was not ready for a live stream at all. At all. Why not bring back the laser? Oh, Mobamba. I was gonna look up Mobamba. Not bad. Mo Bamba. He just got waived? Was that the deal? So hyped. What number does five? I don't know what that Gordo, that's a darn good number. What number does he get? Well, Calvin Johnson's number 0. Nick, what's up? Sean, thank you for stopping in. Thank you, Veronica. Says subscribe and like. What's the subscribe button look like? Popovich will show you. We'll show you the thumbs up at least. By the way, if you're wondering why it looks like this, I call every game live for those of you that are new here. That's the live scoreboard, and then of course there are the teams. Over here we keep the starting lineups via ESPN, and this is my red cup of water. I only drink water on stream because Mobama's 26. All right. Mobama's played for a lot of teams already. Mobama been around the league. Mobama has played for Orlando, which I knew. I forgot he was with the Lakers. He played 9 games with the Lakers, the 76ers, and right now with the Clippers. I think he's been bouncing around. For his career, he's shooting 48. Ultimate Saiyan. That is good news. Obama 48, 36, and 68. Averaged 5 boards a career, not a passer, 0.8 assists, 6.8 points per game in 17 minutes. He's a center. How tall is he? Doesn't say on Basketball Reference. Is he 7 footer? I mean, we have room on the roster right now. We are down a player. We're receiving Darren Fox and Jordan McLaughlin. McLaughlin's a backup point guard. And we gave up Zach Collins, Trey Jones, and City Sissoko, so we're -1. Yes, we are keeping our Johnson, Nate Dogg. Our Johnson is staying in Texas. Is Mo Bamba Utah now? 6'11", 2'5" with a 7'10" wingspan? Good grief. Yeah, Rob, yeah, I'd say we're probably the best team in Texas now. Well, I gotta wait and see how Anthony Davis plays with the Mavericks. Their defense is gonna get better. He's gonna go to his natural position at the 4. Him, Kyrie, Lively's been playing very well. We'll wait on that. Trying to kill it. 453 likes. All right. Maybe we'll get to 500 when it's all said and done. That would be great. I appreciate everybody hanging out here on a Sunday night. I was not planning on going live, and I do have to work tomorrow. I had some stuff I need to do before the night's over. So we were live for about an hour some change. I think that's pretty good amount for an impromptu live stream, right? I think we kind of got the trade covered. Went over it about 6 times tonight. And Tom, I don't know if there'll be another trade, but if there is, we'll either go live for it or we'll do a video on it. I am going to do video on this tomorrow. We got to talk about this again. I'll have a time to gather my thoughts, and we'll do a video. It'll be up around 11:30, but I need to go live for this tonight because this is obviously huge news. I knew you guys would want to talk about it immediately. You guys are excited. You're pumped. I'm excited and pumped. Let's go ahead and end the poll. That is clearly the San Antonio Spurs won this trade, but I do think the Kings did very well. And if the Bulls' goal was to tank, well, they got the traffic cone in Zach Collins. And I guess congratulations to all teams involved. Sneaky, I agree. I think the Mavs should have got more for a player that's not even entered their prime. But they did what they did. I see quite a few are putting in the comments there's some collusion with the NBA that they want the Lakers to stay relevant, so that's why Luka Doncic is going there. I'd like to think that's not the case, but who the heck knows? We had 800 votes. We should have 800 thumbs up then, right? 800 votes, 800 thumbs up. Yes, no, maybe. I don't know. But I appreciate those of you that hung out tonight. Thank you all for the super chats. You guys were very generous. And this was a crazy night. This was a crazy night. I'll close with this. I wasn't excited about the Darren Fox trade. Now seeing what we gave up, this was a home. This was a grand slam by Brian Wright, an absolute grand slam. And it's going to be a fun second half of the season. So, guys, I appreciate y'all hanging out tonight. I'm going to get on my Xbox for a little bit and then call tonight and go to bed. On behalf of myself, little Mikey, Headman Grogu, and a goodbye, baby Cody Boop. Wait for it. What you going to do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Wait, is it going to work? No, it's not going to work. I just realized my screen's going to get messed up when I go to try to end the stream. There we go. What you going to do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Go Spurs go.